What's going on, guys? It's Patrick here, and today I'm coming at you guys with a story time video. So this is a series called Story Time with Smitty that I used to do a long time ago, and I just tell stories, and I've kind of ran out of stories, but every time I get a new story, I like to tell it for you guys, and this is actually something that happened to me a full year ago now, but I think it's finally time that I own up and explain this story in full, because I've mentioned it on stream and stuff, but I've never really given a full explanation of what this story is. So this video is going to be a recollection of the time I got punched in the face. I've never been in a fight before in my life. I've been punched in the face once, and this is it. So here we go. This happened December 26th of 2014. So not this Boxing Day that just passed, but the year before that. And it happened at my hometown bar. And it was in fact the first time I'd ever been to this bar before. So in Canada, the legal drinking age is 19, and I turned 19 that year in October. So I'd definitely been experienced with drinking at this point. I just finished my first semester of my first year of university, where it's kind of standard that you tend to drink a bit, you get experience with all that stuff. So I'd definitely been experienced with drinking at this point, but not so much with going to the bars. All my friends were still 18, so I wasn't too experienced with going out because I never went, because I didn't have anyone to go with. I'd just go to house parties and stuff like that if I was going out. But this was probably like the third time I'd ever gone to the bar in my life. So it's me, my best friend, his girlfriend, and his sister that are all going out. So we're at his place drinking, like kind of pre-drinking before we go to the bar. And my brother had got me dark rum for Christmas. Now, important thing to note is, number one, I hate dark rum. I do not like it. I think it tastes terrible. It's disgusting. And number two, dark rum tends to be stronger than most types of alcohol. For those of you who don't know, I tend to drink vodka, nothing to do with Nikolai. I just prefer vodka and beer mostly. But dark rum is usually like 46 to 50%, whereas vodka is a little bit lighter alcohol concentration at like 40, and obviously beer is super low at like 5%. So I'm not really used to drinking something that's so strong, plus it tastes awful. So anyways, I'm just drinking there with my friends and stuff, and I'm like, whoa, this is way stronger, and I noticed I get a little bit more buzzed or drunk than I normally would have, and I'm like, okay, wow, this is some strong stuff. So anyways, we go to the bar, and I'm feeling pretty good. I'm probably there for like half an hour at this point. And it's like, okay, you know, I'm fine. But like, I go up to my friend. I'm like, hey, man, you want to get a beer? So I'm like, I'll buy. So I go up to the bar, and there's this girl standing to the left of me. And she looks at me with this, like, what the F kind of look. And I'm like, what's up? And she's like, you can't get a drink before me. Like, I was here first. And I'm like, thinking in my head, like, I never was going to. Like, obviously, you were here first. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. And she's like, yeah, like, and she kept going on with it. And she's like, okay, like, no, like, seriously, like, I'm here first. I'm getting a drink first. And she's being super sassy. So at this point, I'm just like, you know what, like, screw you. And I straight up tell her, like, jokingly, but I don't think she took it jokingly. I'm like, well, that sucks for you, because actually I'm gonna get a drink before you. And she's like, no, you're not. I'm here first. Anyways, it was kind of like I'm gonna do this, she's gonna do that. And we kind of go, I don't want to say go at it, because I'm basically trolling her. Like, I'm like, look, you're here first. Like, obviously, you're going to get a drink first. Plus, you're a girl. You're just probably likely to get served first. Just how things go with bars. Guys buy drinks for girls, you know, all that kind of stuff. But anyways, I'm kind of just trolling her, like, whatever. Like, I'm not really too involved if I get my drink in 1 minute or 2 minutes. Like, it really doesn't matter to me. But she's just like, yeah, like, you know, like, you're here and all this stuff. So eventually it gets to the point where she's like pretty mad at me, and I'm like, well, it just sucks. You're gonna have to deal with it. Again, joking. But she's like seriously believing me. So she says, if you don't like let me get my drink first, I'm gonna punch you in the face. And I've never been like threatened before, but I'm like, you're gonna punch me in the face. Like, I say this, I'm like, you're gonna punch me in the face if I don't like get out of your way. And she's like, yeah, I'm gonna punch you in the face. And I'm like, really? You're gonna punch me in the face over this? And I'm like, all right, well, that sucks. I guess you're going to have to punch me in the face. And she's like, seriously, I'm gonna. And I don't believe her at all. So Ballsy Patrick is just like, all right, do it. And guess what she does? She grabs me by like, not like, she tries to grab me by the throat and like kind of like turn my head like inwards to her. But it doesn't really work, because like she's weak and like I'm a guy. So she's just kind of like does one of these, like almost like grab my cheeks, but like my chin. She holds me in like a chin lock, and she just kind of socks me in the face, and I'm like, what the hell? Like, you actually just punched me. She was like, how old are you? Like, you're so immature. I'm like, I'm 19. This is the first time I've ever been here. How old are you? She's like, I'm 24, baby. You need to go home. And I'm like, I'm legal. You're the one saying I'm immature. You just punched me in the face over buying a drink. So immediately as she punches me in the face, my best friend's girlfriend and his sister see this, and they kind of come running over because obviously I can't really do anything to a girl that's punched me in the face. Didn't really hurt all that much. Kind of surprising, but like obviously I'm not gonna hit her back or anything. So these two girls come over, and I don't know if you guys know this like death stare that girls give each other. It's not something that really affects guys. Like if a girl gives this death stare to a guy, guys are just like, whatever, like I don't care. But it's like this evil cat stare that girls will give to other girls, and if they do it to another girl, it's like super powerful. So the two of them come over and they death stare down like, get out of here, you stanky asshole. And she's just like, whatever, like you're so immature. And I'm just thinking here, like, hey, you're the one that punched a 19-year-old in the face, miss. So anyways, after this, I'm just like, you know what? Like, I am totally over this place. And, like, immediately after that, I don't even think I bought a drink. I think I just went home and crashed to my buddy's place or something like that. But it was a bad experience. And I told myself I'm never going to that bar again. Now, the reason why I'm telling this story, I guess, why I've kind of held on to this for a while, is I did end up going to this bar again. I went there December 26th this year, again, Boxing Day. And guess who's there? No, okay, the girl wasn't there. I don't remember what she looked like at all. But something bad happened there again. So I'm at the bar. I'm having a good time. Everything's awesome. I'm catching up with people that I knew in high school and all this stuff. And I slip on beer, and I try to catch myself with this wrist, this hand. And you guys probably can't see it at this point because it's been like I guess like probably like 10 or 11 days since I heard it. But super sprained my wrist. It's still at the point where like I can't do anything with it. Like I can hardly play video games. Like my thumb hurts so much. Like I can hardly like push down to, I guess it would be sprints. It's just like it's ridiculous. So anyways, lesson learned is number one. Be careful with your local bar goers because they're very hostile and they hate their life because they're stuck in their hometown and they want to fight anyone that they can, or maybe just bitches be crazy. I don't know what the moral of this story is, but don't troll people at the bar because sometimes it might not work out in your favor. Again, it didn't really hurt, but it was just one of those things is like, wow, you actually punched me over something that is so like silly. But yeah, so I don't think I'm ever going to that bar again. I don't recommend going to that bar because every time I've been there, I mean, I've only been there twice, but something bad has happened to me. So that's pretty much my story, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to leave a like on this video, that would be appreciated as well. Let me know if you want more of these stories. I like to throw some out, and I definitely have a couple in the back of my head. So yeah, that has been Storytime with Smitty. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you later. Peace out, nerds.